host, Chela Benda. I'm super excited today because I got new gears. Over Christmas, my mom got me this customized apron. It has Cassava 365 on it and my name on it. My sister got me a very cool set of cutting boards and knives. So the knives, they cut really nice, but I also like the brand name on it. The brand name is Oui in French, as in oui madame, oui monsieur. So you really can't go wrong with anything that says oui. So thank you so much, mother and sister. I love you too. So today we are going to boil cassava. We are just going to use a very basic recipe consisting of cassava and water. There are many ways you can boil your cassava, but today we're just going back to the basics. So you can either boil a fresh cassava or a frozen one. So today I'm using a frozen bag bought from the store, but you can also use fresh, or you can peel your cassava and freeze it. It freezes very well, and that way you can keep it for a certain amount of time. So to cook our cassava today, so we have frozen cassava roots and we have water. So all you have to do is open up your bag of cassava, put in a pot and submerge the cassava in water. So basically just you're putting enough water in the pot to go over the cassava. And we're going to boil until the cassava get tender. So as you can imagine, in the beginning the cassava is hard. So we're going to boil. We're going to set the stove over medium high. And then as the cassava is boiling, we'll use the fork to try to see if it's tender enough to serve or not. So the boiling will take about 10 to 15 minutes, so it's not too bad. So we'll give it time to boil and then we'll check up on it later. The cassava is now boiling. We're going to check on it to see if it's tender. Yeah, it's still not tender yet, so we'll give it a few more minutes to boil. I like this pot. I like this clear pot, so you can see what's going on. So we'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll check back on it again. We are now ready to do a final check on the cassava. You don't want it to get too much tender to the point where it's mushy. So you just want it tender enough. So we can see our fork is getting in the cassava now, so that means it's ready. We are ready to serve. So turn off the stove and we are going to serve. So I guess a couple, 2 pieces will be enough for my lunch. And maybe that's a little too much, but that's okay. So if it's your first time cooking cassava, cassava roots have a stem inside like this one. So it's not a big deal, just remove it. It's part of the cassava, but you don't want to eat it. Just remove the stem and you are ready to serve with your favorite stew. For today I have prepared a beef stew. You can also use vegetable stew to serve with. So there you go, you got your cassava roots and this stew, and this is actually going to be my lunch for today. So if you didn't know how to boil cassava, the very basic way. There you go. So bon appetit.